Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Movie and TV Talk. With The Rise of Skywalker finally out, it's time to ask the question of what is next for Star Wars. It's obviously that their TV show, The Mandalorian, will probably continue and most likely get another season. I don't watch that, and I don't have the ability to since I don't have Disney+, but it's fine. Staying on the TV show front, it seems that there is a show in early development that will focus on the backstory of my favorite Sith, Darth Maul. Now that's a show I would watch, but it's being made for Disney+, so I wouldn't get to watch it anyway. But I do have some comic book collections that are all about Darth Maul, so if they base it on that, it would probably be pretty good, even though I've not read those yet. But yeah. If they do make a Darth Maul TV show, then maybe they'll get me to get into Disney+. There are also some rumors of possibly an Obi-Wan and Mace Windu and a few others that could be used as Disney+ TV shows. Obviously, expanded universe stuff like comics and regular books will continue to go on, but what's next for the movies? Is there anything planned for more movies? I personally hope they take 3 to 5 years off from making main series Star Wars movies, but upon further research I have found that Disney has 3 Star Wars movies with a release schedule of December 20th, 2022, December 18th, 2024, and December 18th, 2026. It is not clear whether or not these are going to be main Star Wars movies like episodes 10 through 12, or if there will be more side movies like Solo and Rogue One. I heard a rumor that George Lucas had apparently wrote 12 episodes of Star Wars movies, but I don't know how true that is. According to a YouTube video done by Mike Zero, Disney has a director in mind for what they are calling Star Wars X, and want to keep the idea of the Roman numeral regardless of if this new trilogy falls after Episode 9 or before any of the previous Star Wars films. They also apparently want Star Wars to become an interconnected universe like the MCU, and are going to bring in Jon Favreau as an advisor and Kevin Feige on the new movie, since they both know Star Wars lore and expanded universe stuff, which is where the story for the new movie will pull from. They also want to get Keanu Reeves in on the new movie, but they might not since he has other stuff to do. George Lucas will be involved to be watching over the new trilogy from the very first movie to make sure that everything is as right as it can be as the trilogy goes forward. So, it seems that those 3 Star Wars movies are going to be main ones in a trilogy with the side stories thrown in like they did with the sequel trilogy. His video said that Star Wars X is supposed to be a reboot. I guess what is clear is that they want to do something different with Star Wars. I love that they put that it depends on how well received The Rise of Skywalker will be, but the guy in the video and even Mark Hamill said that for Disney it doesn't matter whether or not people like the movie, just as long as it makes enough money for them, and I guarantee you it will. Now, them saying that they're bringing in people with knowledge of the expanded universe, it doesn't really mean anything because they're not going to be adapting the expanded universe books or comics into movies, as cool as that would be. I don't really care about Keanu being in the movie, as they could pick anyone and it wouldn't matter to me. We also can't talk about Star Wars without the video games as well. Currently, Jedi Fallen Order has been, according to what I've seen and heard, doing good and is doing very good. That made no sense at all. This is also a good game. That's what I was trying to say. I've heard that, according to Respawn, a sequel to the game may just very well be in development. This is because there are job openings at Respawn in their Star Wars team, which makes all assumptions pointing to a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. This could be true, but it could also mean some DLC for Jedi Fallen Order and then a sequel, or perhaps straight into a sequel. I haven't played Jedi Fallen Order because I hate using EA Origin on PC, and the game is not on Switch, so I have no other way to play it as much as I would like to. Very curious to see that the Star Wars movies are planning on coming back in, let's call it, 2 years. I have to wonder if there will be people who will just not bother with a new trilogy because of the less than pleasurable taste the last trilogy left on them. Star Wars is like Marvel, in the sense that it's something you cannot stop from happening, even if you yourself stop seeing the movies, watching the shows, and playing the games. Star Wars, like Marvel's, is a franchise built more on the toys, books, and comics, with the movies being there to keep people interested in those aspects of the franchise. Transformers even does that too. You walk out of a Star Wars, Marvel, or Transformers movie and you walk into the store and go buy the action figures, statues, books, and comics to keep yourself invested in the universe. Maybe I'm talking more about myself here. Star Wars will never die, as much as people who have done nothing but hate on this sequel trilogy want it to. That's all I have to say, so if you're out of the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.